Hello everybody and welcome back once again. I'm NegPrimer, and we are back at Knights of the Old Republic 2. I believe this is stream 7 or 8, I'm not sure. But we're quite a ways into it now, and we're kind of at a weird point. We just finished our first of the planets. Collected our first Jedi Master, is what I mean to say. Visas is in here. And then we came back to our ship and had to fight Visas, and so now we're going to see who she is and why she attacked us.
My life for yours.
Okay. Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
She's very friendly. Asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I feel like there's a segment missing here where, we were supposed to talk to her in the med bay or something. We noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance.
Okay, who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I'm cool like that. Yeah, where can I find your master?
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Yeah, what do you mean ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Yeah. My life is unimportant, I guess? I mean, he is threatening more than just me.
I cannot. I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched.
What on earth did I do?
Unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
What is going on? You're like clingy, girl. You gotta... Give me... I need my space. If he's behind what has befallen the Jedi, he must be stopped.
Will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Okay, well, why are you doing this?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
Yeah, if your master can't detect me, then why are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Okay, well, where are your people and where are your people?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
Okay, how'd you survive then?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KOTOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
So were you the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
Yeah, what do you mean he made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
Yeah, why were you shown
He
this?
showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Yeah, wouldn't it have taken several cruisers to destroy KOTOR?
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did he destroy
The
KOTOR?
Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KOTOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Alright, well, why did the Jedi choose to meet there?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat. He cannot deny his hunger for law. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Alright, well, why did the Jedi meet on KOTOR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them. And
we already asked that one. Okay,
I will
let's
answer
ask
what
some
I
other
can.
questions. Yeah, that's a good question. Was your master the one sent to Paragus? So we saw one or two different people, but we saw the gray guy that was all cracked and torn, and then we saw a guy in a mask who didn't speak English. So, was your master the one sent to Paragus?
I'm not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
Oh, what do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
Alright, well, I had some other questions.
I will answer what I can.
Those two are the same question, aren't they?
My master did not cause. There are many factions within the Sith. Where one moves,
Yeah,
it is
okay.
not. They believe you are.
Okay.
I will answer what.
Okay. Tell me about your home world.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
Let's try this one. Let's see if this results in a different branch of dialogue. I've seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KOTOR and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact. I will answer what I can.
Yeah. I've heard your species is blind. How are you
My
able
people
to
once
see?
had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
Yeah, you sound as if that side has lost you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
What you've taught me. Limited ability, she has Force Sight in first person mode. And can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points. Okay.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
See, you talk like we've been around each other for a long time, but you never really even... You kind of just showed up here, attacked me, and now you're acting like we're old friends. And I don't know if that's a glitch that's occurred or if that's just how the dialogue is working. When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this. I will answer what I can. Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
I mean, I was just kind of trying to talk to you. I believe you can be saved, I guess.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself. It is not a subject. I will answer what I... My life for yours.
Okay, who sent you?
I serve my master. My master was... There is little my master...
Okay, that you didn't give him a name. How about a name?
I will answer what I
wouldn't mind a name.
My life.
I wanted to teach you some of the forms I have learned.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
My body is ready.
I understand now.
Form.
Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you. I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not. I will...
So let's make sure. Let's teach her some of the techniques I've learned.
Prepared for... I understand
mind ability.
My life. I am
dominate mind ability.
My life.
Cool. How did you find me? I never got an answer to that.
I felt you. Heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Alright. Well, never mind. You're not really giving me any answers as much as you claim to be, like, on my side. Just like, oh, I felt you. Well, then why didn't you tell your master where you felt me? Why'd you come on your own? I don't understand.
Yes, General? Sorry, something...
And she didn't even name her master. Actually, I just got another lightsaber. Short lightsaber. Viridian. That's cool. Maybe I should do my lightsaber blade as Viridian. Boom. I like it. I'm still near a lightsaber. I'll make yours blue to make up for it. Da, da, da. Let's put stuff in hers real quick. Only one option that makes that choice easy. So then we can... Oh, yeah, we've got 2 new teammates. I might have to take them both out with me. Dish plating. I'm gonna have to level them up as well. Striker and a flamethrower. What's the optimized interface? Computer use? Should probably have actually leveled him up entirely before doing that. Mostly wanted to come in here to make sure she had a lightsaber, so we'll worry about the rest. See, there's still a lot of construction going on my ship here. Oh yeah, and Disciple is a new squad mate as well.
There is something I have observed, and now I feel I must say it. I have found your presence to be inspiring. With your growth in the Force, you seem to have found your center. And throughout the dangers we face, you remain calm and focused.
I should probably take off his mask while we talk about this. I have never felt better.
I understand now why others followed you to war. Perhaps that is what leadership is. And it is something I have seen in only a few during my travels. In any event, it has been some time since I traveled with a Jedi, nor one so firmly upon the path. I wanted to thank you. I fear the stories that were spoken of you have misrepresented you. And if I have the opportunity, I shall reverse them whenever they arise.
Thanks.
Very well. Then I shall keep my favorable opinions to myself. Forgive me, but there is something I must ask. In my study of the Jedi histories and the more contemporary records, I have heard tales of a Jedi who was exiled. You are that Jedi. But the records are somewhat evasive on why this was done. I wanted to discuss why you chose to leave the Jedi Order and accept exile.
I left to protect the innocents on the Outer Rim. I mean, that's not really why I chose to accept exile, but that's why I went to war.
I see. And because you went to war, they cast you out?
Yes. Recent discoveries seem to indicate there may have been other causes. Ooh. Yeah, that might not be the only reason.
Do you have a record of this trial?
The droid has a recording of it. T3M4.
Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance. With your permission.
Sure.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you.
Okay, I do want to take his mask off so we can actually see his face.
I have studied the holorecord of your trial. I am unsure what to make of it. I must confess that I was searching for some meaning beyond the records. A reason for why one would leave the Order.
I was exiled.
Yes, but exile is rare, and I have found it is not really something that the Order can enforce. Believe it or not, it was really your choice.
Yeah, it was a sentence. It wasn't my
I don't
choice.
think so. Perhaps some of them felt strongly about your sentence, but I think something else concerned them. Again, the choice to turn away was yours, not theirs.
Yeah, okay. Again, my character seems to think that he looks familiar, but I don't.
You are correct. I am afraid I have not been entirely open with you concerning my past. If I look familiar, it is because we have met before, at the Enclave on Dantooine, many years ago. As on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well, though it is done rarely and only with those they believe are destined to become Jedi Knights. It is the secret nature of the place. If you are not chosen by a master when you have come of age, however, then the path of the Jedi is denied to you. I met you on Dantooine, long ago, briefly. You taught us how to move within the Force and see it flow within others. How to see it in the behaviors of others and use that sight to achieve truth. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Vrook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader, not a mentor. You were different. We could all feel it. And I knew that if I were to have a master, I would want it to be you. And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that you were Jedi no longer. Atris, the Mistress of the Archives, was first among them. I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. I realized I did not want to be a Jedi. Instead, I wished to follow your path, and in any event, there was no one to train me even if I wished it. They all went to war as I grew past the age of acceptance.
So, I want to stop for a second and explain. This is something that never really made sense to me. The whole idea that once you're past a certain age, they can't train you to be a Jedi anymore. They know you still have Force, you're still Force sensitive. They know you still have that latent ability. It's stupid to believe that they aren't going to seek to gain this form of power in whatever way possible. And since the path of the Jedi is closed to them, it stands to reason that they would then go Sith. They would then seek out ancient relics and stuff like that when possible. I mean, obviously not everybody's going to be like rich and be able to go to these places that have ancient Sith relics like Korriban and stuff, but one would still think that the Jedi would do something to prohibit that from happening. So they'd either have to rip the Force from you, or they would have to train you. I mean, those are really kind of their only options. Just letting people go is idiotic, it's stupid, it's boneheaded. I don't understand why not only Lucas didn't fix that in the prequels, when he decided that there was this age, but why nothing else has ever been like, hey, maybe we should tie up that loose end. Okay, sorry, rant over. So he said they all went to war, and I grew past the age of acceptance, and I said the Jedi. So you turned away from the Jedi, the Force, because of me?
It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little to miss. But I never felt the Force as strongly as I did when I was with you. And so I decided to serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather them perhaps. It was important to me to understand the Jedi now that they were gone. I felt some part of you should be preserved, so that your lessons would not be lost.
I don't... You're creeping me out, dude. You're like some guy I walked past once, and you're like, I gave up my life for you. It's creepy. It's creepy as hell. Yeah, I'm sorry that had consequences on your future.
Perhaps. I still harbor doubts about the path I walked.
Well, I could train you to feel the Force again.
I think you are right. It is time. I have watched you. You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all. You have achieved a center in the chaos around us, and I have felt it. My master, the one intended for me, left to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. Now she has returned. And I ask her now if she will train me in the ways of the Force.
Yeah, don't bow to me.
The one who was to be my master was lost at Malachor 5.
So it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight, what I meant to be.
So what ends? Alright, let's meditate and open ourselves to the Force. Why does Kreia like so it ends? Imagine the initial teachings of the Jedi, your first steps within the Enclave. Remember the wind among the plains of Dantooine, the feel of life around you. Think of what you felt when our paths first crossed again. Not first. And at last see the galaxy through the Force. Disciple has taken his first steps on the path of Jedi Consular. He'll grow in ability as he travels with you and learn what you know of the Force. Okay. You're a Jedi now.
Yes? Is something wrong?
What's up? What are you doing?
At times, I meditate. Simply close my eyes and listen. It is quite calming. I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins.
Can you teach me to meditate?
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Isn't that what we were just doing? Recovered force points and a one-time bonus to your FP through meditation. You can meditate with the disciple at any time if no enemies are nearby.
I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins. That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
What do you do?
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist. I have some training in the medical arts, if you are ever in need of healing as well. But my chief passion is history. I came to Dantooine in the hopes of finding some trace of the Jedi, but you know how my explorations turned out. Instead, it seems a Jedi came to me, and just in time.
What are you doing for the Republic?
I am on a diplomatic mission. I am one of several tasked with attempting to contact any remaining Jedi and convince them to return to the Republic.
Okay. Yeah, why you?
I know something of the Jedi. I have studied them for a good portion of my life. And now that they are gone,
he is a Jedi.
Such studies are even more important.
Any luck?
I do not think it is a matter of luck or chance. Only my own inability to find them. I am afraid that the life of a bounty hunter is not a profession I am suited to. Regardless, my efforts turned up nothing.
No kidding, you have no skills. Do you know what happened to the Jedi?
No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days.
Jeez, okay, so I just looked at the time. I think this whole 2 hours might end up being just talking with people on my ship. Why do you think people hate the Jedi?
It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith. To them,
okay,
that is...
We've talked about all this with him before. Actually.
Yes, certainly. That is...
You had medical training, huh?
Yes. I have been trained by some of the best researchers in the Republic. which is a humbling experience, let me tell you. But if you ever need some medical items broken down or constructed, let me know.
Oh, okay. I can use him to construct and destroy stuff.
Yes? That...
Medical training, what do you do? What are you doing for the Republic? Tell me about the Republic. I think these are all questions he answered on Dantooine. Okay. Let's go talk to Kreia. See why she was being kind of a weirdo.
You are here. You felt it, did you not?
It was Vissa's master. He can feel my presence in the Force.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade? Such is the way of the greatest of Jedi warriors, the weapon masters. Or perhaps it is investigating the mysteries of the galaxy, seeking out injustice and harm, and bringing it into the light. Such is the way of the Jedi watchman in the time of Ulic Qel-Droma and Exar Kun. Or perhaps your way lies upon the ancient mysteries, and to teach others the ways of the Force, as I have, the way of the Jedi Masters. Very well.
So hold on, she wants to make me a Jedi Master here, I think.
You have befriended the Seer.
Oh. Okay. She wants to jump into a bunch of different conversations, apparently. Seer, you mean the blind Sith?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. If you take her on as a servant, know that the Sith meet their end at the hands of their apprentices. It is not something I would wish to happen to you.
Good
This
thing I'm
one
not
you
a
have
Sith.
saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her or her loyalty.
I intend to, oh, jeez. Yeah, if she can see through the Force, maybe she can help us find the lost Jedi.
Perhaps. I am not convinced.
And said her planet was wiped out, that the only colony of her people... Yeah.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
If her people see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle.
I guess.
The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force so they can move freely or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the Seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Okay, well...
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
There's still plenty of room, you old crone. Yeah. As many as want to come.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time.
Good.
They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
They're friends, not followers.
Do not cloak one word within another. Friends. Do friends not follow? Do friends not form a hierarchy of their own, no matter how small the circle?
They're your friends, too.
I am too old for friends, and when the years settle upon you, you will dispense with such words as well.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Does that upset you?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
No.
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
Friends, not tools.
I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make use of that which you forge. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
I have crappy influence with her. Okay, well, I want... pretty far on the light side scale there.
Yes?
I'm ready to learn the higher mysteries of the Force.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close. You are ready. Your training must increase. Is it battle that... or...
So if I say Jedi Watchman...
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
Okay, big thing here. Oh, it didn't take away all my points. Weapon focus lightsaber. Greater prestige sense. Oh, excuse me. Every once in a while, it just kind of randomly develop hiccups. It seems to actually be tied to streaming, too. Like I don't really fully develop it. Let's see. None of the powers I have I can really level up. Except Force Wave, which I'd rather have Tornado. Whirlwind. If I'm being honest, because it incapacitates one for longer. Let's do this. Force Deflection. Ah!
Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you?
Ooh, what can you tell me about the Blanca Segunda crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength, and through it, your power is enhanced. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you wished?
Why do I have to do that? Why can't you just do it while it's in the lightsaber?
Yes. Have you come with questions? That crystal is bonded to you. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune with you again. Is there something else you wished?
Okay, well... +4. Alright, well that gave us a chance to level it up.
Yes. Have you come with... That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber. Very well.
What? Do you mean you need a lightsaber? Because I have a lightsaber.
Yes. That is something...
I don't...
Very...
Okay, well, when Visas attacked, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Feel this ship around you.
Uh-huh.
The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
T3 has a stock motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Uh-huh. I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice.
Sure.
The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KOTOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
Can I do that whenever I wish?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
+1 awareness and recovered some of your connection to the Force. Maximum Force points increased. Influence gained.
Yes. That is something.
I have a lightsaber. I don't understand.
Very.
What else can you teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
How's that?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this: do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Awareness, I guess. It's the only option it's given me.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Let's say repair.
Then my task before you is this: take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Alright, I'll take that to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
Alright.
Yes? That is...
Of course.
Very... The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time. Ah, a technique that helps one resist the Force attack. It does more damage, but it leaves you vulnerable. Others may... An aggressive
okay.
Very...
You should just tell me the basics of all those.
Very well. It allows you to recover your strength with the Force. It has no other drawbacks.
Uh-huh.
Very.
Bond we share, do you know more?
I confess its nature, it seems... Ask.
I don't know. I've thought more about the destruction of Visa's homeworld. Do you know why her homeworld was destroyed?
Because it was its time. Perhaps. Her people are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is obliterated, scoured from the face of the galaxy, and all that remains is a Sith. You are right. If your instinct...
Okay. She's got all those blocks, and I don't know what I've talked to her about and what I haven't. But I'm almost an hour into this at this point. And I still have a bunch of talking to HK-47. I think I talked to him for like 47 minutes yesterday. It doesn't seem like it's really pacing out these conversations. Like Bowder, I don't have anything at all to say to him. And I bet you I'm not going to have anything else to talk to these people about for a while after this.
Statement. Master, if you could indulge me for a moment, I must express some degree of irritation at your actions. Perhaps my anticipation of working with one who served at Malachor 5 was too high. But you are countering all those expectations.
Okay, how's that?
Statement. Well, all your behavior up to this point suggests either strong atonement or confirmation that the atrocities attributed to you during the war were in fact accidents.
Okay. Yeah, they weren't accidents. I did them on purpose and would do them again gladly.
Answer. Why? Because your actions then and now are related, and I feel I need some context. I confess to being somewhat needy that way.
Yeah, but I'm not... What do you mean?
Statement. Sometimes, Master, it is difficult for meatbags to step back and gain some perspective on death and its importance in their insignificant lives. Explanation. You see, Master, assassination is such a versatile tool. I have seen the removal of a single target have far-reaching consequences for a nation, world, even a galaxy. The repercussions of even the smallest lives, whether dead or alive, can have profound implications on history. But surely you realize this.
I guess that's a human person. That's very human.
Statement. Master, please, any comparisons between me and your meatbag status leaves a fluctuating, intermittent charge through my control clusters. I was only trying to bring death and its impact to your attention.
Okay.
Statement. Why your own life, Master? Your single life changed the face of the galaxy, of history itself. Malachor 5 was an impressive act of destruction, but its impact on the lives of others in the galaxy was far more extreme. I mean, Master, you brought about the death of the Mandalorian race. I doubt they realize it yet, but you dealt them a blow from which they will never recover.
You think so, huh? I guess the Mandalorians deserved it?
Statement. Oh, Master, who deserved what and why is of no consequence.
They're killing innocent people.
It is only killing a target and how it is done that matters.
Not to me.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Yes? How'd you end up scattered all over the galaxy?
Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy. Statement. I am an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master. My parts were no doubt costly to obtain, and their new owners hesitant to part with them.
It was a little bit of a pain.
Statement. That is indeed unfortunate, Master. It is merely another thing my attacker will answer for. I would be most distressed if you were to shoot me, attack me, or dismember me in any way. I do not wish to repeat the experience. Statement.
What did he... We had a long conversation with him yesterday, and I don't even remember what all we talked about.
Statement.
Is it just about the other droids? Is that all we talked about? We did talk about all that. Did we talk about his previous master?
Master, ironically enough, I seem to have consolation. Besides, you are a fine master. Do not be... Statement.
Okay. Why'd you ask me about the Mandalorian Wars?
Why? Because your actions then and now are related, and I feel I need some context. I confess to being somewhat needy that way. Statement. Sometimes, Master, it is difficult for meatbags to step back and gain some perspective on death and its importance in their insignificant lives. Explanation. You see, Master, assassination is such a versatile tool. I have seen the removal of a single target have far-reaching consequences for a nation, world, even a galaxy. The repercussions of even the smallest lives, whether dead or alive, can have profound implications.
Yeah.
Statement.
Do you know anything about the Sith that are hunting us?
Answer. No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends.
Any idea where they're striking from?
Answer. No, Master. The Sith had many hidden bases and strongholds before and during the Jedi Civil War, and I doubt the Republic found them all. Theory. It is possible that the Sith still hold one such base, if not several. Consolation. But I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat. Twi'lek metaphor.
It seems like they are attracted to you like the Krek beetles during the Brightland seasons. The beetles are smaller than our current enemies.
Master, excuse me. One thing I have noticed as we travel the galaxy, you seem to possess the ability to understand a variety of alien languages.
Yeah.
Forgive me, but that does not seem in keeping with my assessment of your talents.
I picked up a sonic imprint sensor on Paragus, and it doubles as a translator.
Query. May I see it?
Is that... Sure.
Observation. This is indeed familiar. Indeed.
I don't
It
understand.
seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course. Curious. You say you obtained this device on Paragus.
Yeah. Just before it was destroyed.
Observation. Master, I do believe this device serves multiple functions, including tracking your position for any HK units in the vicinity.
Okay. Can you use it to track them instead?
Confirmation. Yes, Master, I believe so. Of course, we would need to find 3 separate HK squads and use this device in order to target their base.
Okay, so we just wait?
Answer. Master, the nature of the signal from the sonic imprint sensor is such that we must wait until it is signaled. It does not please me any more than it does you, but one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience.
Okay, interesting.
Statement. Ah, more questions. Wonderful.
I don't know if that was a thing in the original. Previous master, Sith hunting us. For a sophisticated assassin droid, you don't seem as advanced as you should be.
Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards. Statement. Answer.
Dark side points gained. That's not cool.
Query. Is there someone...
Would you stop asking that?
Statement. Master, assassination is my primary function. It is only expected that when you speak to me, it is to give me the order to kill.
No it isn't.
Statement. Oh, very well, Master. No doubt you are bothering me because you wish to interrogate me with harmless, non-lethal questions. Or perhaps you need the deck of your freighter scrubbed, or an exciting alien text translated. My circuits are abuzz with anticipation of what your next task will be for me that does not involve ending the life of an organic meatbag that deserves death.
Sure.
Statement. Statement. Observation. Notice that I did not ask if you need anyone killed. You may be curious as to why. Answer. That is because you told me to stop asking if you needed anyone killed. So I have. From now on, I will simply say, I am ready to serve. Yes, ready to serve. In whatever way a common protocol or utility droid might serve. Seems that that is my lot in life, not to kill.
Alright, so if I let you ask but didn't order you to do so, would that be enough?
Answer. It is a start, Master, and as such is acceptable. If you happen to change your mind, however, I feel I must tell you, I will gladly kill anyone you ask. Please, I beg you. Just a quick death. A little one. To tide me over until the next firefight we're in. Combat is nice, but the stalking of prey is far more enjoyable.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Statement. Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Back at that again, huh?
Statement.
Alright, so T3 now. Let's tackle some of the higher functions. Success! How do you feel? T3 gains an additional +1 intelligence and +1 wisdom. While I was working you, I felt strange, detached. Do you know where that HK droid in the cargo bay came from? You were trying to rebuild him. Okay. You look like you're in the need of service for some maintenance. Nope, my repair isn't high enough. Okay, well, can't really do much with him. Curious, I haven't looked at the security system. Can I catch, like, one of my squad mates doing something they're not supposed to be doing? Doesn't look like it. Okay, then we got Atten.
Something up? Alright, what did you want to know?
Atten has nothing. It's so confusing that some of these characters...
Query. Is there...
Some of these characters have entire, like, books worth of dialogue. And then people like Atten have nothing to say, apparently.
I will.
Okay. Just double checking on everybody and make sure. We might as well make sure we've exhausted everything.
Yes, General? Yes? Is something...
No. Let's go back to Kreia.
Yes. That is some...
I have a lightsaber in my hands, lit up. And she's like, you need a lightsaber, doofus. Okay, well... Telos, Paragus. What happens if I try to travel there? Oh, it just says facility destroyed. Let's try going back here, because there's still a... if I can... take the two of them with me. So there's more HK droids here. And then I also want in and see if I can do the smuggling thing.
Diagnostic, obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
What on earth? Oh no!
Systems failing, Master.
Oh, is that what HK did? He somehow like hacked their systems? That was weird. So can I talk to you?
Query. Is the...
That's interesting. I guess HK like shut down their systems. I think I still have, yep. Kreia. I need to remove the lightsaber from Kreia.
Ready
My
to
life
serve.
is yours.
You didn't have a weapon or any kind of robes. You don't have the necessary prerequisites. You don't have light armor. Well, let's level up. Definitely treat injury. So we'll just do that. That's kind of... she's the same loadout as me. Light armor. Definitely heals. So let's look at HK and see what he's got. 3 points. He can't do stealth though. Huh. Okay. Let's give him a little bit more intelligence. Ultimately, I want to catch up. Everything is behind. Huh. Yeah, everything is behind where it should be. By how much? Quite a bit, it looks like. Let's split points, demolitions, and repair for now. Droid interface. Speak with other droids who don't speak a sentient language. Is that going to be worthwhile? Give you some toughness. Okay. There we go. Demolitions and repair are both maxed out now. And then that'll give us a chance to catch awareness up. I don't know how important that's going to be since my character's awareness is pretty high. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that talk to droids who don't speak a sentient language. I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference or not, but we might as well. Let's give her wisdom. Treat injury, stealth awareness. Maybe I should have Bowder with me. Because he does repair. Well, I guess it doesn't matter right now. I just need to make sure when I leave I have someone with demolitions and with repair are the big ones. Lightsabers up. Yeah, Force Lightning. Boop, 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 boop. The other thing we want to do while we're at this planet is try to get that Ithorian drive shield, whatever it was, that smuggling mission. Got a lot of levels to catch up on these characters. Finesse with the lightsabers. Sorry, this is gonna be kind of a weird episode. I could just make it a whole episode just by leveling up all of my characters. Instead of just most of the episode. No, get rid of that. Regenerate force points. Let's give her some light side stuff like battle meditation. Okay, then I can give her this gel Shay. Does it actually? Yeah, it does deck her out in it. It's pretty cool armor, actually. These are all stealth belts. Let's do those actually. Okay. Blaster pistol.
The honor is mine.
Actually, the last thing I did need to do is double check this stuff. It's like this repair. Regeneration 3. Why can't I do this? Oh, only T3 can use it. Okay. Dash plating. Is as good as it gets. 80 points.
The honor is mine.
Okay. Oh. This isn't how I leave. Let's do a save. Awesome, thanks. Like I said, things have been a little weird the last little while with this. Mostly been kicking it up with a job hunt, so I haven't been doing it on a nightly basis like it was. And this game's also a bit more of a drag than the first one. Just let me in. I don't know if I can just convince this guy. I think I might end up needing to kill him. This might be the kind of thing I'm not really getting extra dark side points for killing him. So maybe I should just go. What are we at? Okay. Whew. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get around to starting a new planet today. A lot of dialogue on this one. Hello.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
What does he say if I come to him while carrying the shield?
So you've returned. What? I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life.
Nothing at all.
I'll try and return the thing.
Well, the whole point of this was to see if I could shut down this smuggling ring. You're just a random Telosian as well. Actually been playing Mario and Rabbids a lot. Oh, and it's been taking away my days, so I guess I don't have as much energy by the time I get to this either. And streaming Nintendo games is kind of a weird order. Alright, I have the prototype shield units. You should not toy with my expectations. In it for the money. 600 credits, 900. What will you do if the TSF starts asking questions? Uh-huh. Medical supplies. He wants me to go get medical supplies. From the med station. We'll get a little evil. If you look, I'm still pretty light, and I'll have plenty of opportunities to be even further light. I feel like they, when they made this game, they didn't do a very good job of limiting themselves. They tried to do it on an even grander scale than the first game.
Hello.
Hello. He wants me to steal from here. Nothing else. Probably could, like, go through our inventory.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Hi. I need to get the medical
supplies. Are you crazy?
Supplies.
Step towards me and keep your hands where I can see them. I'm going to place you under arrest and take you down to the TSF station for further questioning. Come with me peacefully, and I won't need to cause you any harm. Perhaps I shouldn't have made it seem like you had a choice.
I wish... Is there really not, like, a...
I didn't want to...
Seriously? You have to kill a fair amount... Nope. You have to kill a fair amount of innocent people for this quest. What's the point of having, like, all these mind tricks and everything? Whoa, whoa. But we might as well get through this since we are otherwise not going to have accomplished much this one. Couldn't I have just given him a med pack? Escort me to Zerka docking bay. Don't suppose I'd be able to just turn him in. You don't seem to have any qualms about selling to me. Even though you know I'm doing all these bad things, and you're very vocal about it. I'd love to, like...
So you've returned. What?
I apparently just can't turn him in. I thought that was a thing. Alright, well, we might as well do this. In for a penny, in for a pound. Which, of course, is the British money. Stupid fly.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
No
need to get
You don't
worked up.
understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
I could do it faster if you helped.
The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there.
Hi.
You are all under arrest, and those goods will be taken as evidence. And you, we're curious about your involvement as well.
TSF can't just
Quit
barge
your
in here.
protestation, Samhan. We all know your little secret. The circumstances have changed. You will be coming with us. So what do you have to say for yourself?
I was gathering information for Lieutenant Grin.
Well then, after we place you under arrest, you'll have plenty of time to corroborate that story with Lieutenant Gren. Now, you'll be coming with us.
I must take them out. Oh, okay. I can't just go peacefully? Unfortunate, that was a disaster. We can clean this up. Yeah, okay. This is a setback, but it's not going to cripple me. I'll have to support... I have to suspend acquisitions. And that means no more work. Still expect to be paid. So I get a discount. Played that. I'm still pretty damn light side. See special reserves. So a lot of this stuff. Just disruptor rifle. Buster has got some lightsaber crystals. Or is it just the one? Just a green lightsaber crystal. You had nothing. You had bupkis. Where does that leave us? We have to find the HK factory, find the rest of the Lost Jedi, and find a fuel source for Paraga Station here. Well, like I said, I don't want to start a new planet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go back to the ship, strip everybody down to the bare basics, level everybody up to the maximum. And do that for the rest of this episode. If anybody in chat has any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll definitely answer. What goes on? Is there any way I can get in here? No? I thought maybe I could loot the bodies for the people that I had killed in there. But part of the reason I want to do this is I want to actually break everything down and then actually upgrade stuff as well. And you can do that by buying upgrades. And then I can just keep everything updated by building the coolest new stuff from there. Oh, and we got new stuff coming in.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another +/-1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
Cheater. What you playing?
Pazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
Can I play?
Sure, but I don't have any more credits to bet, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Alright. Well, I guess we're playing. I thought I bought some more +- cards at some point. Yay. Hey, I'm one away from winning, still got 3 cards. Damn it. That works. Hello.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Dude. Same team. Oh man. Where's HK? Uh-oh. Oh, there you are.
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Just some questions.
Statement.
I found the nav computer tampered with. Any idea why it's locked?
Query. Indeed, I was unaware that the navicomputer was locked.
Okay. It's voice printed.
Statement. Yes, I heard it was voice printed. Most curious.
You can mimic languages, can't you unlock it?
Statement. I suppose so, Master, but I would need to know who voice-locked it, and regrettably, I do not have that knowledge. It seems to me that we will have to accept the T3's astrogation abilities for the time being. It is a very loyal and dependable droid for its class.
That's all you got to say about it?
Statement. Answer.
Yes, General?
Maybe I should leave and come back on and see if it gets another batch of...
My life. I will...
Oh. Keep expecting someone to be there.
Yes? That is...
Well, T3. That's right, he was trying to repair the HK-47. So why are they attacking? I have this room back here that's not being used by anyone. How many squad mates do I have left to find? 3? Damn.
Yes. That is some...
Still telling me I need to find a lightsaber. What about you, Atten?
Something up? All right.
Let's leave and climb back aboard. Just tripping these things.
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't. Go back to your training. I'll call you if I need someone useless.
Is there some problem? I was only offering to help.
Problem? No, no problem. Just wondering how long you're planning to stick around.
For as long as she needs me, of course.
How heroic of you. Well, she doesn't need you. In fact, we were doing just fine until you showed up.
Actually, there are times when it seems you could use some...
Always with the details, aren't you? You can't fool me. You have some agenda, spying on her, always keeping your eye on her.
No, I don't. Well, I simply admire her. She has many qualities worthy of respect, and a strength that matches her beauty. Surely you've noticed.
Yeah, and I noticed first. Get it? So cut it out. And another thing, stop being all noble around her in your big hero way. She sees right through your little act. She likes honest guys, not guys who run around being unselfish and heroic all the time.
What?
I thought she was the hero.
What? Hello. What are you studying?
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions I have. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more.
Difficult to turn away from the suffering of others, and that is why you can help when you can.
You are right.
You must help when you can.
There is something more at work here.
Something about the worlds themselves, isn't there?
Yes. These dead worlds, they have a pattern to them. They were all touched by the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. But sometimes, well, I feel as if they are all connected in some other way. The attacks on KOTOR, Telos itself, the decay on Dantooine. Something is wrong with life. The connections have been damaged, sickened. Sometimes I feel like I almost understand, and then it just slips away.
Hello.
So close.
What? We never did figure out what she meant by "so it ends." Are you sure you have no idea?
No, I do not. I do think there is some greater plan at work here.
Perhaps if we visit the worlds, it'll become clear.
Perhaps. Dantooine is only one of the worlds. It was only the start of the journey. I would like to study the other locations. It is curious that the Jedi Masters chose those worlds to travel to. I wonder if the two are linked. I know not how.
Okay. The implication there being that Kreia linked them together somehow? We don't really know either Kreia or Anton's story. Interestingly enough. Oh, are you kidding me? I can go through everybody's loadout, but not their character sheet. Okay, well, let's start with you two. Let's make sure they're leveled up. So he kind of matches me, although I don't think I have demolitions. I have computer use instead. Might be the only difference. Okay, that's all he got. Okay. Kreia. it has repair. Quite an interesting collection of skills to her. Oh, I have 2 powers. Let's give her something I'm not really using on anybody else. Let's give her slow. Oh. And then Disciple. You should be mostly leveled up. You can't really do much of anything. Look at that. He has lightsaber ability now. Looks like we got quite a few Jedi on our hands all of a sudden. And then T3. Be a little bit weird about this. Could make demolitions a class skill. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. This way, we have basically everything as a class skill for him. It's weird, wisdom has a point off, but I can't imagine any reason that he would need wisdom. But he's effective in everything, so... Boom, 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 boom. So look at that. Computer use, demolitions, repair, security, and awareness. Persuade, stealth, and treat injury are not so good for him, but that's fine.
The honor is mine.
She's all light side though. Look at that. Even though she's supposed to be dark side. Did I rub off on her that much? And then HK. Alright. Let's get back on board. Let's see what this triggers. Another one of Atten's, huh?
Oh, great. What do you want now? To give me a hand? I told you, I don't need any help. Especially from you.
Atten, I feel that perhaps there has been some miscommunication between us concerning the exile.
No, I understand you just fine. Look, I know what's going on in your wannabe Jedi mind. Thought you Jedi or ex-Jedi or whatever you are were supposed to be above all that.
Atten, perhaps I should explain. I see relationships with others in a different light. Not as possessive or carnal. Relationships are... well, there's something shared between two people and give both strength, whether through struggle or whether through affection. I admire her. Perhaps even feel for her. It is difficult to be around her and not have such feelings.
Well, yeah, okay.
But she walks a far more difficult path than the rest of us. I care what happens to her. And if I can help her, I will. Perhaps if there is anything we can agree on, it is that we will be there for her when no one else is. And perhaps save her so that she may continue down the road that she must walk.
Okay. I do want to switch out and make sure everybody's got weapons, but I do kind of want to see if it has
something up. All right.
How are you not, like, developing dialogue at all after all these confrontations the two of you are having?
Yes? Is that...
Okay, well, I'm going to strip everybody down entirely. And then we'll run around and look at everybody naked. I'm just kidding, that's not a thing. We did that briefly in the last one. Everybody's in like Under Armour workout gear kind of thing. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I do want to make sure, in addition to all that, make sure that nothing has any of these equipped in them. Actually, what am I saying? These are fine, for the lightsabers at least. We just went through and checked those and made sure that they are what we want. So the lightsabers are fine. Flex, disruptor, longsword, double-bladed lightsaber, yeah. Disruptor rifle. Oops. Again, we want to do all this. This is all we're going to be doing for the rest of the episode here. Fiber sword. Short sword. It's interesting. It's kind of moving things around as I go through. Da, 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 da. Okay. Because, yeah, I really want to make sure we just have, like, the best equipment for each character equipped on them. Little bit of a hint there is that at some point in the future, we will actually have to split the team into 2 groups, and that's why I'm doing this. That's part of why I'm doing this. It's not the whole reason necessarily. Oof. Then, if I can remember... Oh, like I said, I really wish I could look at all this from here. Let's go take a look at what everybody looks like naked. That's Bowder naked. He has his clothes practically painted on. Visas is wearing a reddish version of what I'm wearing. He's just wearing the same, more or less the same thing, just with slightly longer pant legs. Droids are, of course, still droids. Also, Kreia pretty much always has a robe on, which is fine. She's an older lady. I'm not really sure what planet I want to go to next. So if you guys have ideas, feel free to chip in. The choices again are Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, Korriban. I feel like we shouldn't do Korriban because that's a repeat of a planet we've already been to, and we just did that with Dantooine. So Onderon and Nar Shaddaa are both new ones, and I believe we get a new teammate at either one. So that's something to keep in mind. And then let's take a look at some of the armor here. 10 and 3, but not upgradable. 10 and 1, not upgradable. 9, 1. 12 and 0. Or just none of these are saying if they're upgradable. That's not good. Oh, I guess it says if it's not upgradable. Although, for whatever reason, the clothing doesn't say that, and there's 2 different clothings. Okay, kind of a weird thing. 911, 10-1. Jalshay, only Bowder cannot equip. 10-3. Let's double check and make sure that this is upgradable. And we also know that you want the double-bladed. Is upgradable. Heat shielding, Ablative plating is +1 defense, -1 dexterity. Energy shielding for energy, heat shielding for fire. But there's also part of the reason I also wanted to do this is you can also craft armor components here. That might be worth getting somebody with better treat injury and stuff in here. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Strengthening is constitution and strength plus get an addition. Treat injury, awareness, security, treat injury. Biorestorative is constitution and regeneration. But you know what? I don't think I can really craft... I don't think I can craft any actual weapons, just upgrades. Other than these basic ones. So maybe we should fully equip and then figure that out. I'm pretty sure I want Visas and HK with me. Which I'm happy having her in the Jalshay. Because that doesn't block force powers. And again, we want HK with us because he's kind of evil. He allows us to be evil. And a lot of these characters, so like Disciple, we just trained him in the Force. What allowed us to do that is that we had a connection with him. We had enough influence with him. And I don't think influence with HK gets us anything. Actually, maybe I shouldn't take HK with me. Maybe I should take someone else. Maybe I should take Bowder with me. I'm just thinking, because maybe I do want somebody that can... Let's keep this plasma torch in case we do need to bash anything in. It'll help us. I don't know that that'll make a difference with the lightsaber. I don't know, we'll think about that while we're doing this. Adrenal amplifier, cardioregulator, saves, different type of saves, demolitions. And then these three are all stealth devices. Was there any way to build a belt? No belts, huh? Oh, that's weird. Let's go back to this real quick. Computer use. Awareness. Computer use. Demolition, stealth, and repair are the ones I don't have. Demolition, stealth, and repair. Gotta make sure I get this right. Demolition, stealth, and repair. No description set for those two. What is going on here with some of these? No description. It's duplicating some of them. Computer use and security. Might as well do this. This demolition security. Awareness, demolition, security. That's what I've been wearing, but I don't have any demolitions ability. Not usable by Wookiees. Do I get a Wookiee teammate? I don't think I get a Wookiee teammate. Oh, you know what? Okay. I don't think I will get a Wookiee teammate. But it is possible, I believe. Okay, attack modifier. This is awareness. Let's do this. Will saves and wisdom. Make our powers a little bit better. Oh, that's weird. Left doesn't work, but right does. that's bizarre. Saves reflex +1, strength +1, regeneration, fortitude and strength, persuade and charisma. Alright. I think that's more or less the same loadout. I might have switched gloves. Gloves, armor. Actually, I might have switched out most of that. And then we know we want Visas. We can't do this because her constitution isn't high enough. Reflex, strength. Let's give her strength. Awareness. God damn it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to leave once again. I'm pretty sure this would be a good matchup. But I want to make sure because I want to make sure that whoever we're with, the third person is, compliments her. So Visas, double check. You have stealth, awareness, and treat injury. I didn't have treat injury, did I? Yeah, I did. So he needs demolition. Awareness is good for him as well. And repair. Those are the big ones. Okay, yeah, I think this will be my loadout. And once again, she has tree injury and stealth. She's gonna be like really our stealth person if we need to do it. Yeah, I think this is a good loadout, the three of them. Another bit. What are you looking around for?
Is there? Must be hearing things. But for a moment.
That? What the crap? She's astral projecting. And then, yeah, she was gonna be my stealth, so maybe I should just do that. Demolition plus 6 with that. Ooh. Let's give her the saves. I think she might be a little squishy. $50 points, 80 points. There's really no reason not to use Arcanian shields. So it's awareness and stealth. Do that, and then I'll hold on to that stealth. Generator. Give her the short lightsaber. And then a balanced weapon. Fiber blade. Okay. And then Bowder. 3 and 5. I can't give you heavy. You don't have heavy yet. 6 and 4. 8 and 2. That. Canyon. His big things are repairs and demolitions. Demolitions plus 2. Demolitions plus 6. Plus a bunch of other stuff. Yep, definitely those. Saves reflex. Some demolitions and security. I might fashion souls this a bit. I might do this based on the fashion. Both of these will cover the face a little bit. Whatever, we'll do that. Reflex, persuade, and charisma. Regeneration. Let's give him reflex. Demolitions plus 1. Okay, and then he's a little confusing. Oh, damn it, we're gonna have to do this again. I hate that we can't look at what they have. Because I want to look at his demolitions now. Up to 31 with all his stuff. You with your stealth are pretty high up there. Okay. Why don't I make sure I have him fully equipped before I go back on board, because I wanted to look at this screen while I was equipping him. His dexterity is pretty low. And that's what he would use melee weapons for. Strength is 15 though. So we're gonna give him some swords as well. And I did kind of have a double-bladed on him, but I kind of want to go with two weapons. I already have my main character having single-handed, which means we have nobody with a blaster, so we'll see how that goes. If If we have to replace him with like T3 or something, then we'll do that. And then everybody else should be more straightforward. Man, it's all about Disciple right now. Is Kreia still messing with you?
Jedi.
Was Kreia's messing with him because I made him a Jedi? What the?
Jedi.
Ugh. What are you doing, lady?
Betrayer. All thoughts of me will slide from your vision, from your mind, like water. You know who I am, but you will be unable to voice it, to remember it. What does a Jedi see? Only what I allow them to see.
What are you doing, lady? He's working with the swords in his hands back there. Okay, well then, So Atten, we'll go ahead and give you one of these heavy ones. Let's give you this 12 and 0 one. I think that's what we already had you in, actually. Give you an Adrenal Amplifier, Arcanian Shield, Gel Shape Perception. Like I said, we're gonna split up eventually, but not anytime soon, I don't think. No, not that. Just do insulated gloves for now. Targeting visor. Give him just kind of a laundry list of of weapons. Disruptor rifle. Give you the other disruptor rifle. Or actually, let's give him the Bothan droid disruptor. $60 points, 50 points, 70 points, 80 points, 110 points. Dash plating. Do want that flamethrower. Do this ion blast. Give him a fighting upgrade. Durability. Let's just give him 2 durability upgrades. Kreia, we don't have anything for you. Just single sword, adrenal amplifier, shield, insulated glove. Actually, you can use the gel shade perception gloves. That's... Let's give you that bioantidote system. Give you the dash plating as well. Upgrades that normally would be too advanced for the droid to handle. Demolitions. Repair. Computer use and security. Regenerate vitality points. That sounds good for someone like you. Fire toxin emitter, shock arm. Ion Striker and a Neuron Scrambler. And then let's see, pistols. 1 to 8 plus 1 to 4 ion. Those all are sonic. That's unstoppable. Kind of want to do the unstoppable one. Energy with ion bonus. This one has a pretty good critical threat. So let's do that. And then you can do heavy as well. Let's do that. Let's keep that mask on you. Reflex. Reflex. Oh, nothing to put on you there. Oops. Was that all the characters? That was all the characters. Woo! And then let's break down. Basically everything we're not using. Can't because that combat suit has upgrades in it, huh? Let's hold on to the breath mask. It's interesting. I don't remember seeing this anywhere. Range, unarmed accuracy, precision. These do energy. These just do energy and electrical. These do everything, but they're not quite as good. Whatever. These are all only worth 1. These are not even worth breaking down. Whatever. Bunch of data pads we're breaking down. And then let's break down these edges and these lenses. Cells, sure. Droid impact armor. Let's do all of this. Let's do everything till we get to clothing. Oops. I'm gonna get rid of that extra clothing. That's not stacking properly. I think this one, yeah. Force pike. Let's break down these shieldings. Okay. That didn't get us as many components as I would have hoped for. Need demolitions for all this stuff. All this awareness. My awareness is not quite high enough for that. I don't want that anyways. What do I want? That'd be pretty good. Strengthening. Biorestorative would also be pretty good. I think what I really want is the strengthening. These are all underlays. Is there also an overlay? There are overlays. Are those separate? Just out of curiosity. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough components for that one. Well, let's do that, and then that's all I can really do, it looks like, but that's fine. Yeah, say overlay is separate. Gel Shay. Alright, I don't think there's anything else worth doing right now. So we're gonna call it quits there for the day. Oh, excuse me. Hi. And then tomorrow, let me know which one you want to, or next stream, I should say. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday? What day of the week is it? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, so tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. Nar Shaddaa or Onderon? There's a new squad mate either way. Actually, there must be a new squad mate regardless of which 3 we go. I don't remember who the last squad mate is. But alright, like I said, that's all we're gonna do for today. Oh no, yeah, I do. Or do I? Yes, okay, I can remember. But yeah, if you're watching me on YouTube, go over to Twitch and find NegPrimer, and if you're on Twitch, then go to YouTube and find NegPrimer. Let me know if you want to see me go to Onderon or Nar Shaddaa next. But we'll go ahead and end it there. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a good day.